So we're starting the project, and we're gonna start at the Google Ads homepage.
Mhm.
And for the test, the first step is to create an ad or create a campaign with 3 ad groups. So we go to Google Campaigns over here. For the test, we're going to be doing leads. So we click leads. Then what?
Okay, so real quick.
Yeah.
Search campaign.
Mm-hmm.
Those are ads that show up when you search for something in Google.
Okay.
Immediately below.
Okay.
Display campaign is other websites that have a Google code installed so that they can display ads.
Okay.
So if I'm on like a blog and there's like a banner on the side.
Yeah.
Shopping is when you go and you search for stuff and you're shopping, but instead of clicking for web results on Google, you click for shopping results.
Okay.
Okay. A video is YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Smart campaign is I don't want to deal with any of this. You take care of it, Google.
Okay.
You're going to be doing a search campaign.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's what we've been doing all semester, right?
Yes.
So we'll do search on the test. Okay, so search campaign. Select the ways you'd like to reach your goal. Hello. Did you see Dave on the way up?
No.
Then,
Okay.
sorry. I'm just going to move my computer away.
So, what are you doing over there?
We just barely started.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you didn't miss anything. So I just opened up to Google Ads and then open the Slack thing and we're just going over it together.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Pretty simple.
Where's my ClickFunnels guy?
Set up right here.
That's a ClickFunnels guy. That's, yep, that's right.
Yeah, that's perfect. So you can see yours too to make sure we're doing it right.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
So, really, how long are we going to have for the test?
I think we're going to do an hour.
An hour? Oh, it's better than 50 minutes.
Did it take you 45 minutes?
It took me about 40.
Okay, sweet. An hour will
Yeah.
give us time. Okay, so he's going to Google Ads.
Okay, so neither of you have tried or thought about downloading Ads Editor.
I've downloaded it, but I don't know how to
Do anything with it?
I am definitely going to download it. Should I just do it right now?
Yeah.
Do I want new designers campaign, summerwear campaign, or what? Oh, that's not a thing. I was like, what? Okay.
Sorry, remind me your name?
Oh, Tanner, sorry.
Tanner.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So, how do I don't even know how to get to, like, Ads Editor. Like,
What do you mean?
like how to open it up.
I think
Like,
just
I downloaded
It's
it.
a program.
It's a program? Okay, so I downloaded it, and then, like...
Everybody only knows how to use the internet nowadays.
it should be in your applications folder. Wait, you're on a Dell.
Yeah,
mean
so
programs?
Maybe under downloads?
I had this set up, and then I open that, right? And then, like, it downloads it, right?
Yeah, it should be like installed. That's not where you're gonna open it from.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
gonna be
So, like, I can't find where it installed to, I guess.
we're pushing your computer too hard.
Yeah, it's a couple years old.
Okay, stop. So if you've already installed it, Google Ads Editor. There you go.
Okay, cool.
So just Windows, search ads, and it'll show up.
Cool.
It's a probably in your programs and your
Probably. I mean, like, I thought it'd be on the desktop or something.
no, unless you make a shortcut.
Yeah.
Plug this in too. Also, I wasn't supposed to set up library, so
Yeah.
that'll be fine. Just in case Dave calls me.
Here, I don't need to use my computer to show you guys stuff, so why don't you move over to that table?
Talking to me or to Tanner?
Move over to what table? This table?
Mm-hmm. This. I'm just gonna sit in between you guys.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay, there's Google Ads Editor. English. Next. Exit out of that. Google Terms of Service. I accept.
Scroll to the bottom.
United States. Yay! Searchable air. What's new? Okay. Perfect.
Okay. We'll wait for him to get. Okay, great. He's the same spot. All right. So top left, click Add.
Okay.
Open browser to sign in. And you're going to sign into whichever account has the ads account that you want to get access to.
Okay.
So now you've got that, copy it. And click back to Ads Editor.
Oh, is it this one?
No, the program.
Yeah. There's so many.
Yep, and there you go.
Perfect. Now that this is verified, are we going to do that part again, or does that happen every time you log in, or just once? Okay.
Just once, unless you need to like re-download the account for some reason.
Okay.
Okay, so click. Yeah, all campaigns. And you've got it.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So now you have your campaigns in Ads Editor. It's like having a Gmail or an email app on your computer that you are accessing your account with.
Okay.
So the thing that's nice, to the left you've got your campaign organization.
Mm-hmm.
If you click on the expanding arrows to the left there,
Like
tree
this.
there, tree there, click on the expansion arrows.
Okay.
And then it'll drop down like that.
And that's going to show you your ad groups. Okay?
Cool.
So that's how you can select parts or all of different things at different times if you want to do stuff.
Hey,
Hey.
What's up?
sorry I'm late.
Dude, what are you doing tonight? Are you have like a cold date or something?
No, I have a huge presentation.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I have good news. We're screen recording it with the voices in it, so even if
Whoa.
you need it again, we'll be good.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Pretty
Okay.
cool. Are you just running through the rubric, Riley?
Well, yeah, but I'll also show you guys how to use Ads Editor.
Cool. I am hot.
It's a lot hotter today than I thought it was going to be.
Need this too.
Oh man.
I've gotten a bigger place.
Thanks, Riley.
Okay.
Maybe if we all set up our computers at this table.
There's not going to be space for you guys to all be there because of the
That thing.
filing.
Dave, you want to grab your laptop and you can just come right here?
Sure.
Okay. So all we did was download a Google Ads editor and then download the campaigns into it. But if you need help, we can show
Okay,
you.
I already did that.
Oh, sweet.
Okay, perfect.
Here, it's same place as us.
So we're at the same spot now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so go back to the rubric.
Okay. Okay.
First thing that needs to happen is you need to create a new campaign, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so go back to Ads Editor.
Okay.
You could create a new campaign in the web portal thing, but over here, if you just click on your tree to the account level,
Yeah.
okay, oh, come on. Now you see the campaigns that are in the account.
Okay.
Oh,
Are you,
yeah, sorry. I was just looking at the.
okay, so click on your account level tree and click on the campaign.
Oh.
Sorry. Click on the account.
Oh.
And now you can see all the campaigns, right?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Now, not quite top left, but over a little bit. Add campaign.
Right there.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay, now you have a campaign. Step 1 done.
And that's under. Okay, yeah, that's under our email, so that won't be under our hanging chair stuff. It's just right there. Yeah, I think I answered my question.
Well, it is going to be in the hanging chair because that's the account that is. I think you guys are all working on the same account, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so in this screen, you can edit the name of the account. You can edit the budget for the account. You can edit the name of the campaign, edit the budget for the campaign, and do a whole bunch of other stuff.
Okay.
There are some things that you cannot do on Ads Editor. I'm going to take you through what you can do on Ads Editor because it's faster.
Is everything on the rubric? Can all that be done on Ads Editor?
No. Okay. There's like 2 things that can't.
Which
But
is
we're
like
gonna
maybe
figure-
like the ad scheduling or something.
Like day and hour you have to do online.
Okay.
So we'll make it all in the ads editor and then go in and just do the day parting stuff later.
Okay. Okay, so go back to the rubric. Or maybe I'll just pull it up.
Is it this one that you posted on Slack?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he says.
Actually, I've got a phone. It has Slack on my phone.
Yay.
Okay. So build a campaign with 3 ad groups. All right. So next thing, go and into that campaign that you just made.
Hmm.
You're opening up a new.
I'm not. No, this is the one that was open already.
Yeah,
This
open
one.
the one that's already. Okay. That's the account manager.
So, like, if you double click on it, then you'll go into it, right? And then just
Yeah.
do the ad group.
So real quick, yeah, there you go.
Add group.
So real quick, with Ads Editor, just like Chrome, you can have multiple windows open, and they can have
okay.
multiple things. One window is going to be your account manager, and then you can have just a campaign open. You can have an account open. You can have an account with sub-accounts in it. That's a manager account, but make sure you're on the right account, like page, and you'll
Okay.
see that on your tree to the left.
Okay.
Okay, so you've got that. You've named it. Give it a budget like $5 a day. And since we're not going to be turning this on, go ahead and disable it already. So yeah, click on it again. You edit status right there. Yeah, pause it.
Paused.
Right.
It's under status. You're good. So it's status.
Okay.
Mine's just taking forever to load for some
Okay.
reason. There we go.
So status is paused, and then budget I just put $5, and I named it Riley's example.
So the first thing you showed us was literally just adding the campaign, right?
Yep.
Okay. And then did we go
Okay, so
through
how do
any
I
of
get
this
out of
stuff?
the ad group level?
Let's see.
Your tree on the left is where you do everything.
Okay. So
So you're on the campaign level right now. But
Oh,
you
I
don't
know.
have any ad groups in that campaign. That's why it's all blank.
okay. Like, so because how would I get it back to like the spot where it would be like ad campaign? Is that at the account level? Or like,
Yeah.
so right now it still says add group.
Sorry.
Wait, it doesn't say add campaign right there.
No. I don't know what I did.
Here you go.
Okay.
Okay. So we talked about the top left. That's kind of a selection tool for like selecting things.
Yeah.
There's also the bottom left, and that will be like where you are. So you can have the campaign selected, but if you've got, so like right now you've got that campaign selected and you're in the okay, so here you've got all the campaigns, right?
Mhm.
But if I were to go to ad groups, it would show all of the ad groups that are in that campaign.
Oh, okay.
When I go back to campaigns, then you can see that, right?
So is KylieCall@gmail.com the account, and then these are all the campaigns?
So the account is not Kylie Call. It is a number.
Oh, okay.
So like he's
This
got
number.
5277890
Yeah, I think we're all on the same one.
and
Yeah.
he's got it with Gmail, but yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, sweet. So these
It's
are all
just 'cause
campaigns.
we're
then.
all like admins and stuff that
Yeah,
we can like all
exactly.
manage the same account.
Okay. Okay, sweet.
Okay, yeah. So the bottom left is how you're going to navigate between ads and between. So your top left is only for campaign, account, and ad groups.
Okay.
Okay. The bottom left is where a lot more navigation happens in Ads Editor.
Okay.
So your campaigns, your keywords and targeting ads, ad extensions, all that stuff. So go ahead and click on the drop down next to ads. And you can see if you scroll a little bit, you've got all the different types of ads that you can do for Google.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. For the test, and if you're just starting out, basically you're almost always going to be doing either an expanded text ad
Okay.
or a responsive search ad.
Okay.
Expanded text and responsive search.
Okay?
Just the top two.
Yeah. Do you guys know what those are?
I don't know the difference.
Okay. An expanded text ad is probably what you made when you were doing your campaigns for the class.
Okay.
And basically what it is it's just that search result ad. So it's got like a couple of headlines, some explanation text. It might have like a call now button on it, that kind of thing. Cool?
Yeah.
All right. A responsive search ad, when it shows up after somebody types in hammocks for sale, right? A responsive search ad is going to look the exact same as an expanded text ad. The difference is that a responsive search ad is going to have 10 different headlines, 5 different descriptions, same landing page or whatever, but Google will basically like choose from your headlines and be like, I think that this headline is going to be more relevant to this person, and it'll pick and choose what it shows for the ad.
So is it kind of like the dynamic creative on Facebook?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. And for the test, like, are we just going to be able to do like whichever of those two that we want, or?
You're going to be doing both.
Okay.
So you should be able to do both.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Build a responsive ad and put a headline at the top.
Okay. So go back to your test practice campaign that you're making.
Okay.
Okay. So you've got that selected, and then click on the ad group level on the lower left. Okay, and you should see a blank nothing, but you should also see a button that says plus ad group.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so go ahead and add an ad group. And what do you want to advertise?
We want to advertise. Well, what do you want to? Oh, on the test we're doing it for Sugar Me Wax, right?
Yeah.
Can we just practice with that? Since it'll be the same.
Yeah. I guess.
Okay, let's do that.
Actually, let's not do that.
Okay. That's fine.
Just so that you're not able to just like copy and paste previous work on the
That's
test.
a good idea.
Uh,
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah. So let's do. Should we just do like Mrs. Fields cookies or something?
Yeah, sure. That's
Okay.
great.
Mrs. Fields cookies.
Okay.
Oh, that was supposed to be in the name. Sorry.
Okay. So hold your horses for 2 seconds. If we're gonna advertise Mrs. Fields cookies, what are people gonna be looking for?
A picture of desserts or cookies.
Cookies.
Okay, this is a search campaign, no pictures.
Oh, okay. So we should do something else.
So what are people when they go to Google? They type in
Mm-hmm.
quick snacks, easy desserts, snacks for kids' lunches. What are people looking for?
Right. So do you suggest that we would change it from Mrs. Fields Cookies, or are you just saying like think about what they're gonna type in?
So,
Because
what
if
I'm
we're selling
suggesting-
Mrs. Field cookies, wouldn't that be the campaign though?
Yes, there you go. So that'd be the campaign level.
Uh-huh.
The ad group level is going to be based off of your keyword clusters.
So we'll say like
So here, I'm gonna
do
erase
that
our
symbol.
Actually, I need to take a picture of that.
There, I got it. That one.
Does look very complicated. So on
Process
campaign
not
level, we're calling it Mrs. Fields Cookies, and then
Yeah, you can call it writing test too. That's fine. But
And we'll say quick snacks.
also, did you pause your campaign? Make sure there was pause, both of you.
Yeah, I did.
I didn't.
Yeah, make sure there's
Where do you
pause.
do that at?
Right there.
what the heck? Why does it say ad group 7? Is it because I have 6 built into these ones?
It's just yeah. It's
Okay. So instead of ad group 1, we're gonna say quick snacks. We should keep all ours all the same, so when he references it, we all can do the same thing, just for the sake of this practice. If it's okay with you guys. So quick snacks.
Yeah, quick
Sure.
snacks.
Okay.
I was gonna write on the board, but you have to have your own marker in here.
Mhm.
Okay. So when you're looking at like ad groups, basically what you want to do is cluster your ad groups. Oh, perfect.
Yeah. Okay, so when you're looking at ad groups, you want to cluster your ad groups.
Okay. So if I've got snacks, what are other words that people might be looking at?
Sweets.
Sweets. Okay.
Oh, there's a little different.
They are. Exactly. That's the point.
It's a good thing, I think.
Oh, these
Sweets.
are the ad group?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry. I
was
thought
like-
these were keywords within the ad group.
You're good.
No. Okay. Sweets, cookies. What else could people be like looking for that you might want to advertise on?
Lunch food.
Yeah. Gifts. I don't know if that's a good one, but I think a lot of people like give gifts as Miss Fields cookies.
Easy desserts.
Okay, great. That's enough. All right. So, what might people be? I'm gonna say that like lunches and snacks is pretty similar.
Mm-hmm.
Sweets, cookies, and desserts is all kind of the same thing, and gifts is sort of its own idea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So based off of that, I'm gonna go and if you're actually doing this, you would put a little more thought into it. But I'm gonna say I want to do one ad group that is sweet snacks and cookies. So sweet snacks and cookies. I'm gonna do another one that's, or sorry, not sweet snacks and cookies, desserts and cookies. Desserts, and then we'll do like snacks and lunches.
Do you want us to maybe like
Yeah.
move the
Go
table back
that
this
way.
way?
Just trying to make life just complicate things over here.
We moved this table so many times, it's funny. Okay.
So snacks and lunches, and then like gifts. Okay. And then gifts, maybe presents, right? Okay. And then what I'm gonna do. So this is my ad group 1, ad group 2, ad group 3.
Mm-hmm.
When I build the ad group, I'm not going to name it Mrs. Fields Cookies. I'm going to name it Fields Cookies, Sweets, Desserts, Cookies, or
Okay.
something like that.
Okay. And then Fields cookies, snacks, and lunches.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or if the campaign is named Fields Cookies, you can just do like sweets and snacks, or sweets and desserts.
Okay.
Okay, but then, so
So do we want to also put in like negative keywords too?
yes. So now let's talk about that. So these aren't keywords yet.
Oh, okay.
Those are ad groups.
These are ad groups.
And then we're gonna
Okay.
do keywords based on sweets, keywords based on.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay. So if you think about this, you've got your campaign, or sorry, your account, your campaign, and then you've got this ad group, and your ad group is sort of this place that houses a whole bunch of things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you have keywords that are housed here, so like what you're actually advertising on. You've got your ads that you actually use that you're advertising on. You can have negatives that are here.
But more of the negatives are under the keyword section.
So negatives are different from keywords.
Okay.
They are keywords, but they're like
They're the ones you don't want.
they're the ones you don't want, and they go in a different like category.
Okay.
Another thing here, I'm being a little bit deceptive, not deceptive, but incomplete. Negatives, you can also apply them to the campaign or the account level.
Okay.
You can have like a negative keyword list that you want to apply to an entire campaign. But for all intents and purposes, like you've got negatives here, and so your ads, that's going to be not just like ads. This is going to be like your expanded text ads and your responsive search ads and your simple text ads and like all the different types of ads that you could have in that group. They're going to be assigned, right? Okay, so if I'm building out this campaign, what I want to do is come up with a list of keywords that are related to this. And that's what we call keyword clustering.
Okay.
Okay? So if I'm advertising on sweets, desserts, and cookies, what are some keywords that I might want to advertise on?
Chocolate.
Yeah, okay. Chocolate. If I'm going to do just chocolate, what might show up?
Like Hershey's.
Ghirardelli.
Hershey's. Okay, if somebody's looking for chocolate brownies or for chocolate covered snowflakes or for like chocolate swan sculptures, do I want to show up for that?
No.
No.
So you would put negative words like swan sculptures?
You will do that, but to start out with, we're going to cast a little bit wider net. So negatives are going to be more of like individual things that your keywords didn't catch. You're going to start out by like trying to make sure your keywords are a little bit more targeted.
Okay.
So let's say I'm going to do a broad match, and I know that I want chocolate, but I want to make sure that I only get chocolate chip cookies. So maybe I do a broad match that's chocolate chip, and I do plus cookies on there. So that's my BMM.
Broad match modifier.
Broad match modifier. This makes it so that cookies has to show up,
Okay.
and then broadly matched chocolate chip.
So
So if somebody searches for brownie cookies or for triple chocolate cookies, this keyword might actually get triggered and show my ad.
okay.
Wait, so how is it? So no matter what, they have to search cookies, but not necessarily are they searching chocolate chip? Is that what you said?
Yeah, right. They might not be searching chocolate chip
Is it?
because
So
it's a broad match.
okay, but the broad match so anything that comes after the pluses
Mm-hmm.
is has to be there kind of thing.
So it's not everything that comes after the pluses. It's everything that comes after the pluses and before the next space. So I could have written this as it's the exact same thing.
Okay.
This is the exact same thing as this?
Well, I mean,
If
if
you
I
added
chip.
if I added chip on there.
Okay.
Okay, so it's just whatever word has the plus.
Exactly.
Cool.
And so
Okay.
the plus makes it that it has to be in the search for the ad to pull up.
Yep.
So what does it mean that it broadly searches for chocolate chip?
Okay, so here, take this chocolate or cookies chocolate example, right?
Mhm.
So broadly means anything that is related or connected, right? So if I'm going to advertise on ship, that could mean boat, that could mean water ski, that could mean cruise. It could it's broad.
Mm-hmm.
It's a broad net.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to advertise on chocolate swans. So that's why I'm adding the broad match modifier on the cookies, because I'm only advertising cookies. So cookies has to show up,
Okay.
but then generally match chocolate.
Okay. That makes sense. Okay.
Cool?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's a broad match. I could also do it this way. Okay, that's a chocolate chip cookies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what that means is somebody could look up good recipes for chocolate chip cookies, and it would show up.
Because it's almost like making this whole thing have a plus in front of it.
Yeah, that's the way to think about
Okay.
it. So it wouldn't show up if somebody searched for brownie cookies or sugar cookies, right?
Right.
Whereas it might show up for sugar cookies if I do this. And if somebody searches recipes for sugar cookies, this will show up too, right? Okay. So when you're building out keywords, what you want to do is put together a decent list without making any of those words so broad that they're going to advertise on things that you don't want. Capiche?
Posh.
Cool. Okay. So let's go back to sweets, desserts, and cookies. What kind of keywords might you want to come up with? Actually, let's just do it. So we've made an ad group.
Okay.
Name that ad group something appropriate.
Fields, cookies, sweets, desserts.
Cookies.
Okay.
Okay, so now it's named, but where do you put the keywords in?
On the keyword level?
Yep.
Boom. Okay.
Okay, now be careful. Go back to your ad groups. Select the ad group that you just created.
Up here. Then click keywords.
Yeah, just click on it and then click keywords.
I have a question. So, do we need to put in like all of the, like, I mean, there's not really any point to us putting this stuff in because we don't know like what the, we're not using keyword planner, right?
No, you're not going to use a keyword planner.
So like,
But
should
that's
we
not
put these things in or?
No, don't. Basically, what you're. Here's the thing: is all of those things to the what you're looking at are kind of exclusive stuff. So, like, if you put in a target CPA, it's gonna change the CPC. So that's more like what bidding strategy you might use.
Okay.
And actually, that's a really good important thing. Go back to your campaign.
Okay.
I forgot this.
That one?
Yeah, so go to campaigns, click on the campaign that you just created for me, and go to the bidding strategy on the right. Go to the top. It's somewhere.
I think I clicked.
Manual CPC enhanced.
Yeah, you want manual CPC enhanced.
Why is this not working? Campaigns level?
Oh, you were there.
Oh, it's because when you double click, it goes to the
Yep.
ad groups. Okay, so.
So bid strategy, it's where that.
Oh yeah.
I don't see the enhanced one. I just see manual CPC.
It's in the parentheses.
Oh, okay. Cool.
If it.
Okay, yeah. So it was defaulted to eCPC, which is good.
Okay.
But that's not always what you want to use. So.
Okay.
That's where you can change it. All right, let's go back to and budget set there. Yeah, okay. So go back to your ad group.
Okay.
So here, the only thing that we're going to change is your default max CPC.
Okay.
Like $3.
Okay.
So,
Now, question, this might be dumb, but these numbers that you're like, would you just say memorize those numbers for the test? Or how do you know?
it depends. Usually you have a better idea based off of keyword planner.
That's what I was asking about. Yeah.
What is keyword planner?
It's where you look up the keywords and you see how much like they're worth, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah.
So some of them like.
So you can get an
Because
idea
it gives
of
you
what
like
it's
the
going
high and the
cost.
low.
Do I have to buy a
right?
keyword planner, or how does that work?
No,
it's
it's
in
a
there,
tool
but-
that's in the Google.
Okay.
Is he gonna like ask us to use keyword planner though on the test?
I don't
I
think
already
so.
asked that. I don't remember.
Like,
don't think
does it
so.
matter like what number we put in really, as long as we like.
I mean, I don't know. I didn't, but that's also because I just kind of know what his CPCs are for that. So I just sort of.
Yeah.
I'll show you
Actually,
how to
yeah,
use it. I wouldn't worry about it.
Okay.
Okay.
So go to your web portal
Mm-hmm.
and show you really quick. You have it open already. You've got new campaign. So just exit out of that new campaign. We're not going to build it.
Dismiss this.
Just close that.
This.
Okay, so top right in a little bit, you've got the wrench with the tools and settings.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so go to planning.
Planning.
And there's the keyword planner.
Keyword planner.
Cool. Okay.
Okay, so then add, well, click on Discover New Keywords. And click on do cookies or sugar cookies or something. Click get results.
That was easy.
Okay, so what this does is it shows you your top of page bid, so low range, high range for top of page bids,
Okay.
estimated impression counts, and the competition of how many people are trying to advertise on it.
Wow, that's so cool.
So if I were advertising for cookies, $3 is definitely going to get me somebody on the website.
Really?
Oh yeah, because look,
Because
the
it's
top of
higher
page
than
bid for all of those is like $1 or $2.
And so you're saying that like in order to get an ad out, wait, so this money is representing how much it would take to get the ad
So the ad's going to show up,
because of that.
but it's representing how much money it's going to take me for somebody to click on my website.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, so
Cool.
this money is not how much for it to show up; it's how much for it to be like more top of page.
Yes. So how much for it to show up is, so you can get like 5 ads that show up on the same Google search, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's an estimate of how much it's going to cost to actually get somebody to click through.
Okay.
Your CPC bid, cost per click bid, is going to be directly related to that. If your CPC bid is too low and somebody else is advertising on the same thing, then they're going to show the other person's ad because when they click,
I gotta go in a few minutes too.
Sorry, but because when they click on it.
they're going to pay them because the other person's willing to pay them more money.
Okay.
So if your bid is too low, yeah, your ad's not going to show up.
Okay.
But
See you, Tanner.
basically what's going to happen is your ad will show only sometimes, and it's usually when other people have run out of money
Oh.
or on bad traffic,
If it's high,
if your bid is too low.
if my bid is too low. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So that's Keyword Planner. You could like type in Brazilian wax right now.
Whoa. Okay. Brazilian wax, way
Okay,
higher.
so there you go. Now you know that $2 is probably a plenty high enough bid.
Okay.
Manzillion.
Or well,
No, you're saying
near
that
the
$7.
high ranges. I would do like 3 or 4.
Even though it would take this much to get it clicked on?
Yeah. So here's the thing. It gives you a range. See the top of bid, top page bid, low range, high range.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So showing up on the page is not just about how much you bid.
Okay.
It's based off of rank, and rank is based off of quality score times bid. So if you have a really, really crappy web page, even if you have a higher bid, you still might not be highly ranked. Does that make sense?
How does Google know if you have a crappy page or not?
It's Google's job is to read the internet.
True.
Cool. So why did you said for the Brazilian, I don't see Brazilian wax on here, but for which one did you say to do like around $3? Body waxing near me.
Oh, yeah, okay. So your bid is going to be set at the ad group level. So let's go back to Ads Editor.
So we look at this and we say we want to have at least some click through, so we're going to go in between these two. If we just had a ton of money to blow, we'd be like, put it right 1 cent above this one, right? Like 664.
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I will just do.
So, for example, for this one, between 177 and 663, like, where would you put your max CPC? Like,
I would go with like 3 or 4.
okay, just somewhere in the middle, and then you kind of like adjust the budget depending on.
Yes. So that's the thing is what you set initially as your budget is not going to stay your budget
Okay.
or your bid.
So, for example, if you have like what's it called, low impression share, and then
Then you might have to up the
increase,
bid. If you're
Okay.
getting like 100% impression share,
lower it.
lower it because you don't want all of the traffic. You just want the good traffic,
What's the traffic? What's the amount of traffic you do want?
the profitable traffic.
Well, I guess like as in like what's a percentage? Like, how do you know if you're?
So this is why we did the James Bond formula.
Mhm.
Because the answer to that question is the profitable traffic.
Do we have to do James Bond formula on this test?
I do kind of forget how to do that.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
So
like, yeah.
we're at Fields
It's
Cookie.
really good.
I'll
What
learn
is
it
the James Bond
again,
formula
but
again? Can you just write it really quick on the board?
Basically, it's just your I mean, I don't have it memorized the way that he writes it out, but your contribution margin times, actually no, if your contribution margin is bigger than your ad spend, well, we'll just do CPA there. Then your CPA, then the product is a go.
Mm-hmm.
The way that you get that is going to be your average order value minus your COGS, cost of goods sold, greater than your CPC. What is it? It's 100 divided by your, oh no, it's your cost per click times 100 divided by your click-through rate.
That sounds right to me. Okay.
So if it's 3%, then it's going to take 33 clicks times each cost per click. If it's $1, it's $33. And if that acquisition cost is bigger than the money that you keep after you fulfill the order, then it's a go.
Cool.
But that's why Keyword Planner is so dope, because it gives you this number. You can estimate this number based off of like the price point. If it's really high, maybe you'll have like a 1%. If it's really low, maybe it's like a 5%. If it's like really low and cheap and you got a lot of urgency, maybe you could get up to like 10%, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you can sort of get a feeling for the click-through rate. You have Google telling you what the cost per click is. You can go and figure out from your manufacturer what the cost of goods sold is, and then you just set your price right, and then you test it. Or if you know more or less what other people are paying for it, you can see like what it costs on Amazon, and you can know whether or not something's profitable before you do anything for it.
Wow, this helps so much more like after like going through and building a real campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, just a final question on this. What was my question going to be? Crap, I think I forgot. Oh yeah. So if you get a lot of people going to your page, like your click-through rate is good. So that means your ads are good, right? But if you're not getting a lot of orders, doesn't that mean your landing page sucks?
Yes.
Okay. So that's how you kind of like monitor, and you can tell like what's doing what. Or
Well, it could mean two things. It could mean that your landing page sucks,
or that your offer sucks.
or your offer sucks, which is usually your landing. That's what I mean when your landing page sucks.
Right.
Right? Your offer is bad, or the ads that you've written are interesting to people, but not relevant to your landing page. So people are clicking on the ad because they're like, oh, I really want whatever this is offering, but they get to landing page and they're like, oh, that's not quite what was advertised.
Mm-hmm.
So if you had to do that like a lot for yourself, where it's like you'll get like a good click-through rate, but then you'll need to like adjust. Like,
oh yeah, I've gotten like 30-cent clicks on Facebook, and gone through like $50 to spend with no orders, just because the offer on the landing page wasn't good enough.
Dang. Are you selling something right now with Google Ads?
Kind of. I'm waiting on Nola to give me his freaking go-ahead. I told him I'm just waiting on reviews from his thing, and on.
Is whoever you're doing ads for making money from it?
Yeah.
They are making money from it? Oh. This is sweet. Because Ben said that he's still not making money, and I'm just like, I don't really know if I even want to do this if people are making money from it, but did Brigham.
He was making money.
Okay.
Basically what happened is he outsourced management to somebody who said they would do it, and then they didn't.
Oh.
Who is this?
Ben Osgood.
The guy at the TA.
Yeah, he was at the point where he was making like $3,000 a month.
Okay.
He's not at that point anymore, though.
I don't think he's making anything right now.
He's not.
No, because of this guy that screwed him over.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Is there like, I have to like leave right now, but is there like, this has been like super duper helpful. Is there like time slots on Monday that you still have open that we can have a slot of, or no?
Hold on.
Good luck with your presentation.
Thank you.
Where is it at?
So I'm meeting up with my group to like practice it, and then this is like my big like marketing presentation of like the whole semester, where like we present like product innovations and like justifications behind them and like with all our research and yeah,
It's a big deal.
it's a lot of work. Yeah.
I'm pretty well swamped on Monday. Basically, you got tomorrow if you wanted to meet.
Okay, I'm down for that. What times do you have open?
I think I've got something at 10. Let me put it on the calendar. So, yeah, after 12, basically.
Anytime after 12.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I'm down
I
now
haven't
for
decided whether or not to go to the fencing club.
the fencing club.
Right.
I went to a fencing lesson one time. One weird thing about fencing is that like fencing and like I took a few like 1 or 2 lessons of fencing and then 1 or like 2 or 3 lessons of boxing and they're kind of like similar actually, like the way
Yeah.
that you like move forward and back up and everything
Sparring.
and like extend your body.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
so cool.
Boxing and fencing because it's like you like step forward and then you like punch into it or you step forward while you're doing the little like hokey thing, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really similar, like in that sense at least. But yeah, I'm good for whatever time on Saturday. You said like noon or sometime after that, like 12:30. Can I just like do it now? I don't know what the link to your thing is. Oh wait, yes I do.
Are you still good if we go through more of the rubric right now, right?
Is this one Ben's or is this one Riley's that you sent?
What, me?
Yeah, the link is this
That's
Ben.
Ben's. I didn't
Okay.
even know Riley had one of those.
Do you have one of these? Or could we just say like 12:30 tomorrow?
Let's take 1.
1? Okay, cool. Do you have my number?
Probably not.
I'll just text you right now. Probably not. What's your number?
385
385
225
25.
225.
Did I say 225? Riley Budd, right? That's your last name?
Yeah.
I do have your number.
385 225.
And then like 06 something. I'll just text you right now.
0260.
Dave Long, 1 p.m. You are the man.
Yep.
Cool. All right. Thanks for your help, man. Like,
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna audit like at least several of Brigham's class next semester, just because there's like a lot of things that like I didn't understand at the beginning that I think I would now.
Yeah.
Is that like a common thing?
Yeah, it is. It's a fire hose. There's so much that he gives you.
And like, especially mainly like not knowing anything about Google before. But anyway, cool, man. We'll see you tomorrow at 1 then.
Okay, sounds good. Hey, Corey. Hey, I just got your text and your email. When I talked to Josiah, he said that he was looking at something else. Oh, okay. Okay. What's the plan moving forward?
But I have to keep working this too, so can we talk before we get here? Okay. Next time hey Spencer. Next time, or when you get here tonight, let's go over how to look up the train times, because I wasn't available to help you, and I should have sent it earlier, but then next time you're online,
Okay,
you can just look, okay?
Still haven't had a chance to
Yep, love you.
contact any referrals from Josiah, because he talked to me and he said that he wasn't planning on moving forward that way. Yeah, we're definitely gonna need to because I can't, I need to make sure that he's. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna text him and then. Okay. Great. Okay. Yep. Thank you.
Riley. Is this about that's the customer that's supposed to be sending you the info?
No.
Giving you the go ahead.
It's another thing. Too many things.
Man. Okay, so where should we? Okay, so know how to add exact match, phrase match, and BMMs to your ad groups. Do I need to
Okay.
go in and finish those keywords?
If you want to go through the motion.
Let's see. How do I get out of this? Oh shoot. I need to be back in the program, right?
Yep.
Okay, so program.
Okay, so click on navigate to your ad group.
Okay, I'm in my ad group already.
Okay, so once you're there,
Mm-hmm.
what I'm gonna do here
Mhm.
is I'm gonna click on just that so that
Mhm.
just that ad group you created is highlighted,
Okay.
and then go to keywords.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay, so now you've got a keyword there.
So type in something like, we said chocolate chips are going to be the broad match. Right, and then you do another one, I'm guessing, that's like cookies is the exact match. So so chocolate chips is the broad match, like we talked about, and then cookies is the exact match, right?
Yeah, okay, so go back to your broad match.
Okay.
Okay, so you need a BMM on there.
Okay, it's broad match modifier. What is it? Where do I put that?
So it's just a plus sign. Sorry.
Like a plus sign typed in?
Yes.
Thank you.
So you want to do chocolate chip.
Ah.
Now cookies has to show up.
So a keyword is not necessarily only one word.
Right.
Okay. So in how many keywords does it say I have to have per ad group? Because I'm doing one keyword in one ad group, and I need to have 3 ad groups know how to add exact match, phrase match, and BMMs to your ad groups. So how would I add exact match or phrase match to this?
Okay, so click on cookies, right?
Mhm.
Okay, well this is a broad match.
Mm-hmm.
Make it an exact match.
Easy. Okay.
Cool?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that all have to know for the test for that part? Broad match, phrase match,
Pretty much,
exact match?
yeah.
And then the plus sign makes it a broad match modifier.
You should have some idea of like, being like, oh, if I'm doing chocolate chip cookies, maybe I want to do a chocolate chip plus cookies broad
Mm-hmm.
and a chocolate chip cookies phrase.
Mm-hmm.
So like, click on your chocolate chip cookies there.
Mm-hmm.
So you can do Control C, Control V.
Mm-hmm. Copy.
And then Control V. So, or maybe it's not Control because it's Mac. Yep.
Aha.
So
it's
Command
Control C,
C.
Oh, Command C, Command B.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is Mac. Okay, and then come over here and be like, all right, well, I want to do chocolate chip cookies. And anytime chocolate chip cookies shows up in a phrase, so like recipes for chocolate chip cookies,
Mm-hmm.
I want that to show up. So that's a phrase match.
And so then an exact match, we would have to see Command C, Command V again and do exact if we wanted it.
Yeah.
But wouldn't it also show up as a phrase match?
Yes, it would. So the reason that you do that is because it's going to go, the assignment of the search term is going to go to whatever net is the smallest. So if somebody types in chocolate chip cookies,
Mm-hmm.
right, it's going to show up. So I've got chocolate chip cookies.
Mhm.
If somebody searches that,
So this is exact in the middle.
yep. That's English.
Do you speak another language?
Yeah, I speak Italian. Okay, so I've got broad, exact, phrase exact, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if somebody types in chocolate chip cookies exactly, and I've got these 3 keywords in my ad group, Google is going to assign this keyword to that click. Okay? If somebody says recipes for chocolate chip cookies, it's going to assign this keyword
Okay.
to that click. If somebody searches recipes for cookies, and the ad shows up and somebody clicks, they're going to assign
Do this one. And then we'll have results about which one gets the best.
exactly.
Okay, sweet. Okay, so we now know how to do a broad phrase and exact. So let me run through it. So we go to our ad groups level, click on our ad group so that we can see the, okay, click on our ad group and go down to keywords. Then we add a keyword and put that here. If we want to do a BMM, we do a plus sign, and then we can decide. Do we ever do a BMM on phrase or exact?
No. So broad match modifier.
Okay, broad. Okay. And then what you were saying is you might want to think about creating multiple. So is it that any time that I create a broad, should I also create a phrase and an exact? So I should have like.
Yeah, it's not like a hard and fast rule, but it's a good place to get ideas.
Okay.
So here, let me show you. For example, you've got this chocolate chip cookies with the broad there, and then chocolate chip cookies. Well, you might also want to do, so you got cookies as an exact match, right? But that's not either of these phrases are exact. So I'm thinking of like what the best way is to explain this.
Well, if I was doing.
So okay, here's another thing, right? If I wanted to, I would do. Is this already added? Okay, yeah. So if I were doing like another phrase match here, I might want to do like buy cookies. Okay. And then you could also do a broad match that's like buy plus cookies, and you could do buy cookies exact match, but the chances that that's going to show up are pretty slim.
Right.
So you don't really need to do the exact match there.
Right. Okay. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, it's not like there's a science there to doing it, but it's just sort of
Logic. Yeah, logical. Okay. So what I'm planning to do is for the test, after I get through all the steps and I make these, I'm going to do one broad match modifier, one exact match, and one phrase, and then the ones that are logical that I'll make like multiple of. That's probably the best I can do, honestly, because I don't really know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Okay. So know how to add exact match, phrase match, and BMMs to your ad groups. We know how to do that. Build an ad for each ad group. So build an ad for each ad group. So go to ad groups level. Here's my one ad group. I'm supposed to have 3, but that's okay because I know how to create them. So I click on this one, and then I probably go down to ads or something. No. How do you build an ad?
Okay, so you've got keywords and targeting.
Aha.
There you go. Okay, so go to your expanded text ads. We're in the ad group because it's highlighted.
Okay.
So we're going to expanded text ad.
Okay.
Add in a couple of headlines.
Mrs. Fields cookies rated number 1 in America.
Okay, so where that red thing comes in, it's now too long.
Oh dear. Wait.
So now it's not too long.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant where the numbers start popping up. Rated.
Yeah, the number is the number of characters. Once the box goes red, it's too long.
Okay. Rated number 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
Okay. Okay. So then just keep doing it.
Yeah.
Okay. Nothing beats Mrs. Fields. I mean, am I on the right track with this?
Yeah.
Okay. And then description line 1. Have you looking for a great gift this holiday season? Mrs. Fields now delivers. I don't know.
Yeah, okay, great. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is this.
Is Brigham grading this or are you?
I am.
Okay.
I mean, we are.
You
All
could
three of
both
us.
be. All 3 of you are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so this is going to show you the example of what your ad's going to look like.
Oh, okay.
And so then we can be like, we want the final URL to be www.mrsfields.com.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then,
And that's just the one that you want to show on the ad, but it's not the actual website, right?
right, so, and then we do like cookies and do sale.
Okay.
Or whatever.
Okay.
And then that's gonna, mrsfields.com, cookies, sale, and
Okay.
that's what these path variables are for.
Okay.
You don't have to do both of them. You could just be like cookies, right?
Okay.
But that's what your ad looks like, and now you've built an ad.
Okay, cool. Where does it pop up? These couple things you added. It's not on there. Cookies isn't anywhere. Oh, the slash.
It's right there.
Oh, and
It's
then
the URL. So path is URL modifying.
Is there a reason why Mrs. Fields didn't show up, or is that just what you expect?
It's just because it's not like published.
Loading.
Yeah.
Okay, easy.
Okay, so that's that. I'll show you a dynamic search ad. No, that's not what I want.
I think.
I want responsive search ad.
yes.
Yeah, responsive ads. Some of these are old that still exist.
There we go.
Okay, so add responsive search ad, and it's the same idea, but you just have, hi, and then this is, I'm pinning it to headline 1.
Okay.
This is an ad. Okay, I don't want to pin that one. I don't care.
Okay.
Someone's calling you.
Oh. Hello? Yes, I'm sorry I didn't get back to you. I'm actually meeting with one of my teachers right now. Would it be possible for me to set up another time? My meeting with them is just going longer than I expected. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you so much, Paul. Okay, I will. Bye. Nice guy. Okay, let's keep going.
Okay.
This is way more important.
So, same idea here, final URL, whatnot. Basically, the only difference between an expanded text ad and a responsive search ad
Mhm.
is the responsive search ads just have more headlines that you can add.
Okay.
And you can pin headlines into position.
Okay, sweet.
Okay. So that's that.
Mm-hmm.
You're comfortable with that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What were the other things?
So build an ad for each ad group. So when it says build an ad for each ad group, do I just get to pick if it's responsive or what was the first one? Dude, I don't know if people. Do you think everyone's gonna be able to do this in an hour? Because I feel like it's hard to look at this stuff. Okay. So, question: are these attached to the ad group? Because it says I need.
Yes.
Okay. How do I know that? Because it's up
So
here.
here's how you know. If you click on that ad group
Uh huh.
and it shows an expanded text ad. Oh, come on. You've got one.
Okay.
There. Okay. If I go to the entire account,
Uh huh.
do you guys not have ads built?
I don't
You guys don't have any ads.
Okay. So it technically, if there were ads in there, then it would.
Then they would show up.
differently. Okay.
Yeah. So that's 1 and 1. If I click on the whole thing, it's only 1. But if I click on this, right, there aren't any.
Okay.
Cool.
Yep.
Okay.
Breath. Okay, so we're both like, okay, so we built a campaign with, we know how to build a campaign, and I know how to put an ad group, and I know how to we know how to do that. Build an ad for each ad group. So I know that those are built in those ad groups. Build a response.
Well, you built them in one ad group.
Okay.
You would then want to go and say, okay, I just want, so these ads here, now I'm going to Control C, and I'm going to go into another ad group, and then Control V it
so
in.
it can be the same exact ad for each ad group.
Yeah, and usually what we'll want to do is change like the headline, so that like, if somebody looks for cookies, it's going to be cookies, but if somebody looks for snacks, it's like lunchtime snack cookies,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So you'll change a couple of headlines just to make them more relevant to the ad group.
Okay.
But the description and whatnot, for the most part, you just kind of leave.
Okay, easy enough.
But that's why Ads Editor is nice, is because you're not going into Google and being like, okay, let me go into the ads and come back out of the ad. Let me go in, and then, right? You can just be like, all right, copy this ad and put it in this ad group.
Right. Okay, cool. Okay. And then build a responsive ad and pin a headline to the top. Is that what we already did?
Yep, we did that.
Because we did responsive. So when I go in and do the ads for each ad group, should I start with an expanded one and then move to the responsive? So when I go to step 3, should I just do expanded only and then I'll go in and do responsive after? And what does it mean, pin a headline to the top?
Yeah, that's what this was.
Oh, okay.
Because you get 3 headlines,
Uh-huh.
but you're giving 10 headlines, maybe, or 8 or whatever. And if there's one headline that you only want to ever be the first position, that's pinning it to the top.
So when we talk
this one is unpinned,
and
it can show up wherever. So this is an ad, can show up wherever. But high is always going to be the first position.
So when we're looking at Google and you've got your search bar up here, whatever, your ads show up, are we talking about headline 1, headline 2? Those are not all headlines.
Nope. It's headline 1, bar, headline 2, bar,
Okay.
headline 3, maybe it goes on to the second line.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, cool. Okay, awesome. Pin a headline to the top. So I guess my only question about pin a headline to the top is, wouldn't they always just show up as headline 1 at the top? Or what is it? So you would just have a blank space here and then you have this one?
No. So the way that the responsive search ad works is you give it 10 headlines and it's going to change the position of them to figure out what works best. Respond to.
But you want to pin it. Keep it the same. All right. We are on the same page. Okay, so build a responsive ad, create an ad extension, hour, day part, location targeting. We're almost done.
Yep.
Okay, so build a responsive ad. Okay, no, sorry, create an ad extension.
Okay, so the way we're going to do that is we're going to come down here. Well, first we're going to go, I'm going to close that so I don't have so many things open. Okay, then I'm going to do a shared library. And we're going to go to, we're just going to do a shared call extension. Okay? Add a shared call extension, and you give it the United States of America, whatever, it's Colombia, I don't care. 555 673 24. Okay. So now this is an extension that I've added to the entire account. That's what this shared library is.
Okay.
A call extension, there's a whole bunch of different types of extensions, but extensions are usually buttons or little things that show up on the bottom of a search result.
Okay.
Have you seen those before? Like call now?
I think so. Let me look. Let's see if I can just find something weird. So here's Google.
Okay, here's an ad. So I just searched misspelled good mechanics.
Mm-hmm.
And this is an ad. It tells me it's an ad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I've got local Provo auto mechanic. That's headline 1. Affordable done right. Headline 2. Vehicle drop available.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then I've got all of this other stuff. Those are my 2 descriptions. So I don't know where the one description ends and the other starts, but there's 2 descriptions in there. And then all of these are extensions.
Cool. Okay.
So this is a call extension. This is
Right.
what we just barely added.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. This is, these are probably site link extensions.
Okay.
If I click on these, it's going to take me to their website to show me what services they offer.
Okay.
Cool?
Yeah.
So site link extensions, call extension. A call out extension just says like book now. It doesn't do anything. It's just like a call to action.
Okay. So everything we create on here is always going to say ad in the top, right?
Yeah.
How do people get these on here that don't say ad?
It's called SEO.
Oh. Search engine optimization.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, interesting. Okay. Why does Brigham not want to be in like the SEO?
So, I mean, he is to some extent because he makes his websites for his own companies, and he'll like go and add a bunch of keywords and stuff to like try to rank for SEO. But he's not by any means an SEO guru. SEO is good because it's cheaper than Google Ads, but it takes longer and it's harder to target.
I bet it'd be harder to get on the top of the SEOs too.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Okay.
So it takes more effort, it takes longer, and it's harder to target. But once you got it set up,
it's probably more reliable.
Well, it's not more reliable, but it's more lucrative.
Okay. Interesting.
Right? Because if you're here, go back to this.
Mm-hmm.
Contribution margin, CPA, right? Well, if your CPC is 0, you can sell anything profitably.
Yeah, good point. Because they don't have to pay to put the ad on the top. It's just the SEO is there.
Right.
Huh. Okay, cool. That's interesting. Okay, so we created an ad extension, but I want to make sure I know how to do that really fast. So I think, okay, so we go, so we're here and it's shared call out extensions. That's what it's always going to be called, right?
Yeah.
Shared call out extension.
Well, it's not always going to be shared call out extension. These are different types of extensions.
Oh, that's right. This is the site link.
Site link, call out, call, so call is the phone number. Structured snippet they're just different types of extensions.
Okay, cool.
But he just wants you to know how to add an extension.
Right. So we're going to say we want to do site link 1, then I go add shared site link.
Yep.
Then I type in see our locations.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, perfect. And then the destination URL.
Is going to be...
Am I going to know that on the test? Like, is he going to give me his website?
He's not going to give you a site link where you have to do that.
Okay. So he'll give me a site link that probably won't have a destination URL.
Yeah. Or he won't give you a site link. He'll give you a call out, or he'll give you a phone or something. He'll give you the information you need.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. Okay, so then we need to hour and day party, which we have to do through.
Oh, wait, hold on. Rewind. Go back 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Go back to Ads Editor.
Okay.
You created a shared site link extension,
Mm-hmm.
or you've created a shared call extension over here. Once you created the call extension, you need to come down to your campaigns. Click on that. And, it doesn't have any.
Oh, no.
What?
I have a feeling you're going to fix that.
Okay, so the way you do that is you're going to add a call extension.
Oh.
Account level call extension.
So they're just in a little queue. Is it pending because it's still waiting to get approved? Or?
Yeah. Okay. So you created it, but then you actually have to add it to your campaigns.
Okay, but that's not the same with ads or ad groups.
No.
Okay.
So, and you can add it at the campaign level or the ad group level or whatnot. You could also just do this, right?
That's just honestly super confusing to me because if it's just on one ad, or is it just saying that like if you did it on a campaign, it would put it on all the ads you have in the campaign.
Yeah,
Because if it's a
it might put it on all the layouts you have on the
Extension.
campaign.
if it's what it thinks is best. It's like let's.
But the reason they do it that way with the extensions
Mhm.
instead of building it into the ad
Mhm.
is because they assume that you're going to have the same phone number regardless of what ad is being shown.
So it's kind of a nice thing. Okay. Okay. Sweet. So let me see if I know how to do that again. So I write call extensions. Here's my call extensions. Then I need to go back up to my campaign.
Yeah. So what you're going to do, and actually, I think that you could just like add a call extension here and just like make it. No. You actually have to make it first. Sorry. So you go to your shared library, you make the extension,
Mm-hmm.
and then you come down to your campaign and you add the extension.
Okay, so shared library is right there,
Mm-hmm.
and then click campaign, or click add extensions.
Click add extensions.
Oh, I see. So shared library is where I'm going to see all the ones I created,
Uh-huh.
and then going down to add extensions is where I can add them because this is under my campaign.
Right.
Aha. Okay, gotcha.
Because you have the campaign selected up here.
Okay, woohoo, man, I'm so grateful. Okay, so hour and day parting.
Okay, so this is the one that we can't do
Mm-hmm.
Offline.
Right. So we're gonna go onto here and click ads.google.com. Do you know if the extra credit that did he tell you he's doing that?
No.
So what he said he's gonna do in class is he's gonna make the test worth 170 points, and then he's only gonna grade it like if
based on like 100 points.
120 points and then 100.
Okay.
So do you know if like the extra credit is gonna be like steps on this thing, or if it's gonna be like random extra stuff that I won't know
No,
how
it's
to do?
based on, so there's 120 points possible.
From
If you complete the entire thing, you get 120 points.
Okay.
But it's graded out of 100.
Cool. That feels better because I was like, if he just adds like 4 steps that I don't know how to do, it'll be completely pointless.
Nope.
Okay. Okay. So hour and day parting. Here I am in the what is this called again? The website.
Yep, the web portal.
Web portal.
The web. I don't know what it's.
But I see what you're saying. The web version.
Web app.
Okay.
Okay. So do you know how to use your shortcuts?
No.
Okay. So GC is campaigns for campaign.
Okay.
GA is your ads. GJ is ad group. I don't know why J, but J is the ad group.
Okay.
Weird one.
Okay.
GS is your keywords.
Do I need to memorize that?
You don't have
GC is
to.
campaigns. GS is what? Oh, GA.
But people ask me all the time, like, I get into the screen and then I don't know what to do. And I'm like, that's fine. Problem solved.
Okay.
I don't even know how to get to the screen navigating through. I know you can.
Right.
But I don't use it.
It doesn't make sense. Let me see. So I guess I can just play around with it. So GA gets you to where? Or is it GS?
GA is going to get you to ads, but you don't have any campaigns or ad groups selected.
Okay, so GC is campaigns, GA is ads, GJ is AdWords.
Ad groups.
Ad groups. Okay, so GA is ads, GC is campaigns, GJ is ad groups, and then what was the last one?
GS is search.
Jesus.
It's searched keywords here. Or no, it's GK is that, sorry.
You're good.
But I don't think any of those are going to go because...
Is that because I haven't uploaded them from Ads Editor or something? Or
It's not working anymore. Here, let's try this. All right, now try it. Try GC.
Oh, I was like, well, that's not good. Okay, so why is it not pulling it up when I type AdWords or ads?
Because I have the magic finger. No, I have no idea. I just tried it a couple times and it didn't go. Yeah, just GC. Okay. If you go and you click on this, all campaigns. Yeah, okay, so now I'm in this campaign. I can go to GA.
And see ads.
Come on, yo. I don't know, maybe it's not. Well, that's where I am. GK keywords. Yeah, whatever. You can go here.
Okay.
GC is what I use the most.
GC's campaigns, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, anyway, but yeah, so go back to here.
I think you have to hold them both down or something.
Maybe. computer just doesn't understand.
Well, it's weird that it works half the time. That never happens with like formulas in a computer.
All campaigns. Day and hour parting. So I want you to take notice of something here.
Okay.
We have 3 campaigns here, which means that we don't have the campaign. What?
That was so funny.
I want Google Ads Editor. That's not Google Ads Editor.
It's not. Yes, it is.
What happened?
All I
Bring it
know
back.
is that you can go like this. Oh my gosh. There we go.
Okay. So notice, so these are those 3, right?
Mhm.
Well, this is the one that you've been building,
Mhm.
and it is not there.
Right.
Why is it not there?
I have no idea.
Okay. So Google Ads Editor is made so that you can build everything out
Oh.
and like get everything the way that you want
And
it to
then
be,
export it.
and then export it. And the way that you export it is post.
Did you already do that? Why
No.
is it gone already if we didn't even post it yet? That seems weird.
No, we haven't posted it, and that's why it's not showing up
Oh.
in your campaigns.
Oh, okay. I see.
Cool?
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and post it.
Okay. So we go to Ads Editor down here,
Uh-huh.
and then campaign is this one,
Yep.
and so I'm gonna go post.
Yep.
Just the selection.
Just the one that you want. Yep.
Sweet. Because those are the ones already posted anyway.
Yep.
Okay.
One of your expanded text ads didn't have something in it, so it didn't work.
Okay.
It's fine. Don't worry about
If that happens on the test, I'll have to go back and fix it. Okay. So this is it for day parting.
it.
So
Okay.
refresh.
So yeah, refresh it.
That's a Marco Polo. It's there and paused. It's pulled up.
Okay. Yeah. So now you have it,
Mm-hmm.
and it's paused. Good thing. We don't want to spend money on that.
Mhm.
Okay. So now we're in here, and you've got the one ad group you made.
Mhm.
Let's go back to this. We go here.
So does this mean that I could technically create a whole entire campaign for Brigham's business and then get people to call his business without him knowing that I created it?
Totally.
What? That's so funny. Okay.
Yeah. You wouldn't be able to track it unless you have access to the website and the
Okay,
tracking
pixel.
code.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Because like the pixel ties back to the account,
Yeah.
right? But yeah, you could definitely just be like, send a ton of traffic his way.
That's so funny.
Okay. Oh man, this is the one that I just don't ever remember how to do. It's gonna be extensions, placement settings. I just don't deal with this much because I'm like I want them to run all the time.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's not it.
I feel like it would be under settings.
Yeah, I think you're right. Oh, under these settings. Yeah, campaign settings.
Columns? Like adding columns? Sorry, I could be leaning you totally straight, but
No.
edit.
Set measurement bulk action server. Come on.
What about edit?
Oh yeah. Change ad schedule. There, you're right.
Okay, good.
Okay, so here's how you do it. You just set a new ad schedule. Let's say we want to do just Monday through Friday from, I don't know who's got their business open at 6:30, but somebody might.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I'm gonna add that. Okay, done.
Sweet. Sweet. So we did it. Because we
Yep.
just have to...
Oh, wait, hold on. I also want to delete that one.
So if Brigham gave us instructions like set ads for Sugar Me Wax from on Wednesdays only from 6:30 a.m. and he just gives us a list and
Yep.
I just go in and just add as many as that.
Exactly.
Okay, bidding strategies. Is that also on this thing? Because I thought I saw something about that.
Yeah, but we did that in Ads Editor. Oh, there is a bid, like change your bid strategy, but that's like a conceptual thing.
So we did all of the change bidding in this thing?
Yep. So you can change bidding in here, right? So your budget, manual CPC.
So how do I know if it's supposed to be manual CPC enhanced or something else?
Yes, that's a good question. So as a general rule, always use eCPC and not just manual CPC.
Okay.
Manual CPC, so enhanced CPC is the exact same thing as manual CPC, except that it will change the bid a little bit based on people that it thinks is more likely to convert.
Okay.
At the start, when you don't have any data on the pixel collected, manual CPC and eCPC have the exact same bidding strategy.
Okay.
So it literally doesn't make a difference at the beginning, and then once you have data, eCPC is better.
Okay.
So yeah, that's
when it says like bidding strategies, I feel like that's I feel like that's including more things than just like changing the bid and stuff.
Yeah, it is.
Is that just something I was supposed to learn in class, like?
Yeah.
Optimization kind of stuff.
Right.
Is there any? I mean, I'm gonna be straight up with you. I went to every single class. I don't remember a single bidding strategy. So, so if you have anything, it's overwhelming, Riley.
I know. Believe me, I know. Are you an analytical type person, or are you more of a creative?
Analytical, I think.
All right, then you'll figure it out eventually.
Oh, eventually is good. By Tuesday would be excellent.
Okay. Yeah, this is where I want to be. Let's find, maybe it's in here. Gotta go back a ways, man. Okay.
Oh, the slides.
True.
I think it's so funny. He just gives you access to all his stuff.
Yeah. I'm literally logged into like 2 of his Google accounts right now. And I have all of his passwords.
Yeah, I know.
This one? I don't think so. Oh, James Bond from it. There you go. That's not it though. We need.
It's impressive how much, like, I think his slides are actually really good. It takes me a long time to build stuff that good.
No, I don't want to create a design. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he just like finds a template that he likes and goes with it because he doesn't have time to.
I know. I don't know how he has to do any of it, honestly.
No, I want to see my designs. Okay. YouTube landing page, Google Advanced Techniques. That looks likely to be helpful. Maybe. AdWords hotkeys, reduce targeting devices, call only, audiences, CPC.
Jeez.
Okay, that wasn't it. Pixel setup.
I would help you, but I'm honestly helpless with it.
Facebook strategies. All right, you know what? I'm just going to pull up ads editor. Okay.
You have a ton of ads. Are those ad groups?
These are all campaigns.
Those are all campaigns. That's crazy.
Okay, here, look. These are bidding strategies.
Okay.
Okay. Manual CPC.
Where did you click to find these?
Edit strategy.
Okay.
Okay. So manual CPC, just don't use it, but click on manual CPC and then there's an option to check off enhanced.
Okay.
And that's how you get eCPC.
Okay.
Okay. Manual CPM, just don't use it.
Okay.
CPM is cost per 1,000 impressions.
Okay.
So basically you're going to be paid to show it to people.
Okay.
Don't do that. Manual or maximize clicks. Okay. Maximize clicks is
Good.
great if you want to get a lot of people to see whatever your thing is.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want people to buy stuff, maybe not as relevant because it's
Right.
going to be optimizing for anybody who will click on the ad, not anybody who's actually going to buy or give you like their contact info.
Oh, so if the people who are clicking are not your right audience, then you're just gonna be selling to the wrong audience. Wait,
Right.
where did you click this bid strategy? Is that what you said?
You're not in a campaign. Now that's an account. Okay. So click on that. Yeah. Okay.
Is this where yours pops up? Because this is a computer I'm gonna be doing it on, so it would be good if it was there.
And you're in campaigns too. Go to the account. Okay, there's your campaigns. Okay, click on that one campaign.
Now click this.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Go at the top.
Oh, but still, there's not as many zeros, is there? HCQ, I don't have.
These are like custom.
Oh, okay. So I probably won't have to worry about that.
Yeah. Well,
Okay, so maximize clicks is like they're gonna target the people who are clicking, but that might not be the right a group of people.
exactly. So it's optimizing for the wrong thing.
Mm-hmm.
When with his AI optimizing for envelopes example.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. So target CPA. So that's a target cost per acquisition.
Okay.
I'm going to talk about that in conjunction with this one.
Okay.
Okay. So manual CPC, just don't use. Enhanced CPC, that's what you should use most of the time.
Yep. Don't worry about manual CPM because that's cost per 1,000 clicks.
Yep. Don't worry about maximize clicks because you're not going to use it. ROAS, I've never actually seen him use it. I'm sure that you could use it effectively.
Okay.
But target CPA and maximize conversions are the big ones that he goes to. Usually what he'll do is, which means that this is what he's going to test you on, is he'll start out with eCPC, enhanced CPC, and then eventually he'll move to either target CPA or maximize conversions.
Okay.
50% impression share is what determines whether you use target CPA or maximize conversions. Okay? I'll get there.
Okay.
So the way that target CPA works is it's going to try and make sure that you only get conversions that cost below a certain value.
One more time, can you say all that again?
It's going to try and make sure that you only get conversions that cost below a certain value.
And that's target CPA.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? So if my conversion for a lead on architecture is $100, and I don't want it to be ever bigger than $100, use target CPA.
Target cost per acquisition. Okay.
Yep, okay. Maximize conversions, on the other hand,
is not going to target the budget or the amount. It's going to target like what's going to convert.
it's going to say, all right, this is how much budget you have. This is how, this is how much budget you have. Just get me all of the conversions that I can for that budget.
Okay. So this whole thing, like this is super random, but this is all pretty much artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
That's figuring all this out. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure that there are like other algorithms behind it, but there's a lot of like statistical modeling and It's just
Figures
like,
it out. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So target CPA, maximize conversions. If you are lower than 50%,
You want to wait? Let me guess. If you're lower than 50% in impressions, you're gonna want to use lower than 50% in impressions. You're gonna want to use maximize conversions. Other way around. Target CPA. Why target CPA if you're lower than 50% conversions?
no, you were right the first time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because you want more impressions, more conversions, so you maximize conversions.
Yeah.
Okay. Until you're above 50, and then you go to target CPA.
Yep. So
Okay.
why would I go to target CPA when I'm above 50?
Because you're already getting enough traffic, and you need to just start doing what's the most financially smart. I don't know.
So the basic idea is that if I'm, at like 80% impression share, my ad shows up 80% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
And if I try to maximize conversions,
Mm-hmm.
what it's going to say, let's say I'm at 80%, my ad shows up 80% of the time, and I'm not spending my whole budget. Okay? And I go to maximize conversions, well, that last 20% is really expensive traffic. And it's going to say, all right, well, we tried to maximize conversions, and you've got budget that's not being spent, so we're going to spend it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So it takes it and puts it into that 80% range.
Well, the maximize conversions, if you're at high impression share, is going to be like, I'm going to spend everything that I need to get that last 20%.
Oh, okay. And then the target CPA is when it says, no, stay below this.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
That you can buy it. Okay.
So I'm already getting a lot of impressions. Target CPA is like, listen, I don't want to waste money on that last 15, 20%.
Mm-hmm.
So only show my ad if it's going to keep me below this.
Okay.
If you're at low impression share, on the other hand, then you're limited by the amount of budget that you have to spend.
Okay.
Right? So you're not capturing all of the profitable traffic. Mm-hmm. You're only capturing some of it because you're limited with your budget.
Mm-hmm.
And so what it does is it says, all right, well, this is how much budget I have. I have to maximize the number of impressions that I have, and I can only choose 10 out of 100 people to show this ad to.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm going to maximize conversions, I better make sure that 10 out of 100 people that I show it to are really, really good people.
Yeah. Okay, cool. That makes sense. That's the bid strategy.
Yes. That is what you need to know for bidding strategies. That's it.
Okay, sweet. We are doing a very thorough look through of this. Thank you so much. Okay, so then we know how to do bidding strategies, audience bid modifications, e.g. 10% or higher on bid construction markers.
Okay. So go back to Ads Editor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Look at your... So click on the campaign that you want to modify.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now scroll down
Mm-hmm.
to keywords and targeting, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now scroll down a little bit. You're going to see at some point... Audiences.
Sweet. Yeah, we haven't even talked about audiences yet.
Yeah. Notice below that there's also negative audiences.
Okay.
You're not going to do that for the test, but you can say, I don't want to show it to these people.
Okay.
Which is really good if you've already gotten people to buy your product.
And you know which gender or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to show it to males.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
So, audiences, add an audience.
Mm-hmm.
Add new group level or campaign level. What do you want?
Well...
do campaign level.
Okay. I'm really trying hard. Should I just always do campaign level?
No.
For the purposes of this class?
For the purposes of this class, for the purpose of the test next week, just do campaign level.
Okay.
Unless he explicitly says, here's the thing. You aren't going to actually have to think about what to do on the test.
Okay.
It's literally just,
do this.
Do you know how to use the stuff?
Okay. Yeah. I feel good. After going through this with you, I feel okay. Especially because he's giving that 20-point cushion. I'm I don't need 120, but 100 would be fine, or 90 even. Yeah. So yeah. Okay, so we're here in audiences.
Okay. So affinity audiences are people who are like stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So if somebody likes fashion, that's an affinity audience.
Mm-hmm.
An in-market audience is going to be more expensive because that's somebody who's looking to buy something right now.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody who's looking to rent a place would be an in-market audience for housing.
Mm-hmm.
new mobile devices. I've never used that. But then, so these are affinities. You can also do detailed demographics. So that's going to be marital status, employment, gender, that stuff.
Okay.
And then remarking lists is you can add people and create lists of people who've seen your stuff and be like, okay, I want you to show to these guys.
Okay.
If you look at affinity, right? So we're selling cookies, right? So maybe food and dining, cookie enthusiastic, maybe not. Frequently dines out. Diners by meal. Frequently eats dinner out.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm gonna add them, and I'm gonna put them in observation mode.
Okay.
Okay. What happens if I put them in targeting mode?
It's gonna send it because in observation we're just gathering data, but in targeting mode we're actually selling to them.
So in targeting mode, basically it would not show it to anybody except those people.
Oh, so in observation mode is it showing it to people? Yeah.
In observation mode, it's showing it to everybody,
Mm-hmm.
but it's paying attention to the behavior of the people who fit this audience.
To help us with our targeting.
Yep.
Okay.
And then what we can do, it's in observation mode, right?
Hmm.
Well, if I suspect that these people are, more likely to buy my cookies, I can be like, I want to add a 10% bid adjustment. So my other bid was $3.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody in this audience shows up who I'm looking at in observation mode,
Mm-hmm.
if they show up, I'm willing to bid $3.30.
Oh, so adding the 10% is like showing that you're more. Okay, let me rephrase what you said.
It's paying more for better traffic.
Yeah, because we've somehow found out, which I don't know how we found this out, but there's a certain group of people that are better to target,
Mm-hmm.
and so we're willing to pay more money to those people. How did we figure out who the people are better to target? Because of observation mode, it just tells you.
Yep. So what we did is we ran this campaign for a couple weeks with this audience in
Mhm.
observation mode
Okay.
with no bid adjustment.
Okay.
And then we compared how they converted to how everybody else converted.
Mm.
And if they converted better, then we're like, I want those people.
Cool. Okay. Awesome. Okay. So we add 10% to make that right. And how did we get to this place? So we click on our campaign, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Is this per ad group level or is this just campaign level?
It's campaign or ad group.
Okay.
This one is a campaign level.
And we decided we're always going to do campaign level in this class right now. So and then I go down to, let me see, audiences. Boom. And this is under, okay, yeah.
Targeting.
Account level. How do I know that I'm in campaign level down here again?
Just close the account level caret. So you're in keywords and targeting. So the way that you know where you are is what's highlighted up here. So we know that we are in
We're
this
actually in-
campaign because that's what's highlighted. If I were to go here, I'm in this campaign. Now I'm just in that ad group.
Aha.
And if you'll notice, that audience that we added doesn't show up.
When I'm clicking only on that. Aha.
Right?
Okay.
So it's only going to show up if I'm here or if I'm here
There it
because it has it applied.
Because it's campaign level and
Yep.
it's in that one too. Okay, cool. So I click my campaign and then I go to audiences and then I add audience, campaign level audience, and then we decided that this one was an affinity.
An affinity audience.
Yeah. These ones are more expensive because it's someone who's looking for it right now.
Right, but
And
it could be
then-
better.
Could be
because
better.
They're looking for it.
But then what are these two again? Do I need to worry about these two?
No.
Okay, I think that's why I don't know that. Okay, so then affinity, click, and then did it pop up? Campaign.
It's there. It's right there. Go
That
back,
was
go back,
it?
back. This is.
Where's the one that you and I did?
That's it.
Shouldn't it be in the same level or the same place?
That's where it was before.
No, but what if I wanted to add another one?
Oh, then add audience.
Yeah, add audience, campaign, affinity. Okay.
No. Okay, go back.
Okay.
Add audience. Affinity. Open the caret.
Oh, okay, that's right. So let's say like for his like sugar me wax thing, maybe I would want to look into like beauty and wellness.
Uh-huh.
Frequently visits salons.
That's probably a good audience to target.
Yeah. Okay. What are beauty
observe,
mavens?
but-
What the heck is a maven?
Somebody who knows a lot about beauty.
Oh, food and dining. Coffee shop regulars might be a good person, honestly.
Yeah.
But okay, so
Okay, so now you've got that in observation mode. Great.
Sick. Okay, sweet. Demographic bid offer, and then create a negative keywords list and apply it to your campaign. Demographic bid modifier.
Okay, so that's gonna be the exact same thing that you did, like just barely,
Mm-hmm.
except for when you add an audience.
Mm-hmm.
Or actually, sorry, not audience. Go back. It's demographics, genders.
Oh, wait. So do I have to go through every, because there's demographic of age, demographic of location, demographic of gender, right?
Yeah. So like location is something that you would set at a campaign level.
Uh-huh. And this thing is asking me to do it for all of the demographics. Why is this?
No, it's just asking you to know how to do it.
Oh, okay. Demographic bid modifier.
Yeah.
Okay. Oops. So for this one, we're going to pick gender as a demographic.
Okay.
And then I'm guessing we're going to do this.
Yep.
Because it's a modifier. Bid. Demographic bid modifier. So I'm probably going to go to bid.
Bid adjustment if you wanted to adjust.
Oh, so like 10% more spend on males.
Yep.
And that's what this is because it's under male.
Right.
Female.
Yep. So now you're spending 10% more to get females.
So let's see. I wish there was a little thing down here that just said demographics. So like locations. If I wanted to do a bid adjustment on locations, I would do location Utah.
Click on the edit button.
Eh.
And now search.
Utah. Boom. Oh, find location. Utah, United States. Okay. And then I want to do bid adjustment, 10% more for people from Utah.
There you go.
Yay. Do I go negative? Can I go negative? Like spend 10%
Yes.
less?
Mhm.
Negative? Okay.
You can also. Oh wait, go back.
Uh-huh.
You can also like just delete. Delete that so that it doesn't show it to anybody.
Okay. You just push the negative from the positive to the negative? Is that how you did that?
I don't know how I did that.
I don't know how I did that.
That's back.
What did you click?
Control Z. I had to undo.
Oh. So how do I I mean, there's got to be a way that you can do what you just did. It's just like pausing it, right?
Yeah, pausing is probably the better. Except for I don't think you can pause locations.
I do not know how you did that. Wait, what did you click the first time to do that?
Oh, delete.
Oh. What? You didn't. You put a line through it. It's fine. We don't have to figure it out, but my brain just loves answers. Okay. So we're just going to keep going, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So create a negative keyword list and apply to your own campaign. So go here, and then I'm guessing I'm going to go to, I want to make sure I'm in my campaign.
Yep.
Keywords level, keyword negative,
Mhm.
add negative keyword, campaign level.
Yep.
Campaign level?
Or add
It
group level.
depends.
Depends.
Okay. And then add negative keyword, campaign level. And then over here, negative keyword is we don't want them to be looking for
Swans.
swans. That's right.
No swans.
The chocolate swan thing. Okay. Well.
Okay, see, there you go.
Did that work?
You're done. Yeah.
Yes, finally. God sees you and thanks you for your work today.